Did you know that long before Spielberg, Scorcese, and Lucas, someone else was pioneering the film industry? And her name was Alice Guy-Blache. It's okay if you didn't know, neither did many of today's filmmakers.
I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of Alice.
I'd heard of her no, I'd never heard of her.
I think people will think you're making it up.
Now one film is out to make sure she gets the recognition she deserves. Be Natural, the untold story of Alice Guy-Blache, shows how the first woman filmmaker got her start and made her mark on the budding industry at the end of the 19th century. It's a story that took first-time filmmaker Pamela Green 10 years to create.
She wasn't just the writer, director, producer, studio owner making all these films. She was an artist and an entrepreneur in a time where we thought women didn't exist doing these things, so it kind of blew my mind.
Narrated by Jodie Foster, the film takes the audience on a journey with Alice as she starts her career in her native France and brings it across the Atlantic to New Jersey, then the center of the American film industry. From the very beginning, her works were groundbreaking.
She was really, really funny. I think the consequences of feminism is unbelievable. I mean, 1906, to see something like that.
The short film was a satirical look at what would happen when feminism became more mainstream, with women pursuing men for love and men doing housework while the lady of the house relaxes with her feet up. In America, Alice founded her own company and film studio. She made films for more than 20 years. But the boutique industry of movie making started to get the attention of investors with deep pockets.
The reason why she didn't last longer is because the industry changed, and when Wall Street walked in the front door, the women were shoved out the back door. So it was a change that once it became viable, men took over. But she was there for quite some time, and 22-year career in 2 countries is a very, very long time.
As work started to dry up, Alice went back to France, and her story became lost, as did many of the more than 1,000 films she made. Pamela Green crossed the country and the ocean to try to reclaim Alice's work. She hopes her film will encourage women to take after Alice by charting their own paths and pushing to make their dreams come true.
I think the lesson from Alice is you have to speak up for yourself, and women, it's not like ingrained to do something like that. And I think this newer, younger generation is definitely doing that. I think that's fantastic, and you need to stand up for yourself. You got to be tough. Men do it all day long, so we should do the same thing and just keep pushing, keep pushing.
Be Natural, the untold story of Alice Guy-Blache is playing in theaters across the country. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara Montalbano.